Hello everybody, my name is Clement David Targin. I have spoken a few times here at the Alshech Institute, and again in Kol Kavod to Shlomo Gatsi and all of the Chevra here who are running this and have been really bringing amazing Torah around the world. Baruch Hashem, we have a lot of awesome people here in Tzfat that he's been tapping into. Last week I spoke about why the world is so crazy. Today I wear a few different hats, a few different kippas, so to speak, and needs a little bit of an introduction because many years ago, as I like to say, because I run conference calls around the world, I used to be normal, and I was privileged. There was a Mikubal, a Kabbalist visiting the States when I was living in New York, in Manhattan. And a friend said, "You want to meet this person?" I said, "Why not?" It wasn't a word I knew anything about. Be careful the questions you answer positively. And I spent the next several years being opened up and being blessed with incredible gifts that I'm very, very humbled to have received. And it was really connecting to really being in Shemayim half the time, being upstairs. And especially here in Tzfat, I have the privilege of all these incredible tzaddikim to visit, some alive, some in the graveyard, and especially the kivrei tzaddikim, the kfarim, lots of things come down. And a lot of the gifts that opened up, and I said very humbly because anything anybody's doing is really just as a shaliach of Hashem, as a representative, so to speak, conduit of Hashem's blessing and that he wants to bring into the physical world. And so I had gifts open up initially in bringing things down and connecting, and then as time went on, the gifts opened up into healing and doing Kabbalistic healing. As they continued to morph even further, as I started learning much more, a lot of the gifts became very much interconnected with the Geula, and where I spend half my time right now in specific aspects of trying to help manifest the Geula in the sweetest way possible, obviously with many, many others. And we all have different pieces of the puzzle. So what I wanted to try today is we're in the approaching Shavuos, Matan Torah, the time of receiving the Torah. Something I've done a couple times because I run large groups by phone around the world, people from literally all 7 continents. We had somebody call in on a trip to Antarctica who made it the 7th. And we actually did really out-of-body work going to Har Sinai. And as people like to say, don't try this at home, but most of you are going to see this at home, so try it. And it's interesting because literally when we've done this in the past, there's always people who didn't want to come back. So please commit to yourself ahead of time, commit to Hashem that you want to come back, because it is a very, very high experience. Everybody will connect to this work in different ways. Some people will just feel like it's a meditation. It really is not. And there's many, many wonderful kosher meditations out there. I have a lot of great friends who are real masters in this, but this is not really meditation. Matter of fact, I'm actually a pretty bad meditator myself. But I've been given gifts to open you up to your higher neshama, to your higher souls. And everybody experiences this differently. I don't know the breakdown of the male-female ratio we have on this group. Usually women tend to be, because the women are much more intuitive and men are more rational, women tend to jump in right away and kind of get connected to it. But we do have a large group of guys as well, and if you're listening to the more spiritual Torahs out there, then you're more likely aligned to also connecting to this. Now, regardless, whatever level you connect to that, we're going to be doing the energy work. I call it Kabbalistic energy work, Kabbalistic energy healing. The specific aspect of going to Har Sinai, And everybody experiences it differently. We've also gone to in the past, to the third Beit HaMikdash, and everybody sees it differently. Some just feel it. Some actually visualize it. Some literally see going up the 15 levels, 15 stairs. Others have more of like a helicopter view. So there's no right, wrong. It's just everybody gets what you were able to receive and what Hashem is allowing you. In the process, I encourage everybody first to sit down. You can lie down if you want, but sitting down is usually better. Feet flat on the ground, palms up. This is receiving, that's actually sending. And you don't want to sit on the ground like a yogi, and that's not Jewish energy. That's more of Eastern type Eastern energy. So you want ideally have your eyes closed. So when you're watching me, you'll probably see my eyes closed. If you see me winking at you, it's because I only have one contact in lens right now. I couldn't find the other as I was coming over here. And everybody experiences this differently. This is, again, not a right or wrong. Some will actually feel it, have a sense. Some will potentially get hot. Energy is warm. Some of you will actually open up visually. Some, essentially, you actually feel it, potentially in an audio way, as well hear it. You don't actually hear a pure human voice. It's the voice in your head. And if you're very frustrated, like you're not getting it, please don't leave and go, this isn't for me, or I don't like this. Hashem is working on every one of us individually. I've seen tremendous revealed nisim through this work. Okay. When we've done it, and this is going to be a very short version. If you want to participate, we actually run monthly calls that are open to the world. Actually, tomorrow night is this month's call, which will be on manifesting love because of the energy of Shavuot. It's usually on the theme of the energy of the month. You can go to abracadabra.org, and the site's a bit outdated, but you can sign up for it. And if you go, and Abracadabra has 2 dashes in there, abra-ca-dabra.org. We were trying to get signs. Hopefully next time we'll have a sign that can just show it to you. And it's go on free monthly call, enter your email address, and that way you'll be connected to different events we have around the world, live events, most in Israel, some occasionally in the U.S. and in Europe. But usually every month around Rosh Chodesh we have the monthly call that's open. We also have a private group where we have weekly calls as well for people that really want to jump into it. And I also work with a lot of people privately, although pretty behind in that category right now. So I'm just opening up the gates right now. And literally the gates in Shemaim are open once we start this. So you'll hear from many of your teachers that sometimes the gates are open, sometimes the gates are not open, that there's 8 ratzonos, that there's times of special energy where things are open. We kind of get a permanent key for this kind of work that we're doing right now. So and everybody is getting what you need. There was that one time after one of my conference calls, somebody messaged me saying they were, I forget their hand or their leg, I think it was their leg, was shaking like violently during the call. I was obviously concerned. Nothing was apparently wrong. Afterwards it stopped. I said, please send me a message tomorrow. We can follow up, make sure it's okay. There's no problem, nothing needs to get done. And the next day, the person sent me the most amazing, joyous message. Baruch Hashem, the pain I had in my leg for the last 10, 20 years disappeared. So what we thought was a problem, Hashem was working out the kinks in that person's leg. Again, Hashem is running the show, not me. There's only one healer in the world, and that's God, and everything is from Him. So everything we're doing here is strictly in the terms as a shaliach. Okay, as time is short, there's lots and lots of questions. Usually when we do live conference calls, they're usually about an hour, hour and a half, and there's lots and lots of amazing questions that people send in. So you can always send questions if you want on the Alshech Institute's links, and we'll try to get back to you. Okay, so for everybody, please, again, close your eyes, feet flat on the ground. Excuse me, just one sec. Sorry, could you ask them outside to be a little quieter? Oh, yeah, thanks, okay. Thank you. Okay. Will you feel the light coming down through the keter at the top of your head? And breathe deeply in the light. Breathe deeply in the light. Very deeply in the light. And feel the light going down your body through all of the sefirot. Keter again is the connection between the infinite and the finite. And then it comes down to the world on the right side of our head, the energy of Chachma, the dominant male energy. And we're clearing out here a lot of the thought forms, the belief systems that we hold that are unhealthy, incorrect, etc. Clearing out, pulling out all the nachashes from us, all the snakes inside of us. Breathe deeply, deeply in the light. And feel your head much lighter. Then we go to the left side of our head, the energy of Bina, the energy of Leah Imenu, the divine, this is the divine feminine energy, motherly energy. Breathe deeply, deeply in the light. And we know that Chachma is called Abba, Bina is called Ima, the masculine and feminine. And the child of Chachma and Bina is Dat, knowledge, or more accurately, consciousness. And feel the light coming into Dat, flooding it. This is an incredible, important part of our lives in the space of Dat. This here we can actually choose to override our emotions. We can override all the negativity we're feeling. I want everybody to repeat 3 times what I'm going to say. Because this is the game, one of the big game changers. It changes everything in our lives. So I choose. I'm in a state of mochin de gadlut, of expanded holy consciousness. Gadlut from the word gadol, it's in Aramaic. I choose. I am in the state of mochin de gadlut, of expanded holy consciousness. I choose, I'm in the state of mochin, M-O-C-H-I-N, de gadlut, the G-A-D-L-U-T from Gadol, of expanded holy consciousness. So whenever we're feeling negative, when something's bothering us, when somebody does something that triggers us, we can't affect it being triggered in the past, but by choosing, using our Bechirat Chavshit, our free choice, we can override that negative emotion, negative feeling which is overwhelming us. And that balloon in our head was blowing up from being triggered by somebody doing something not nice, or a bad phone call, or a bad piece of mail, or whatever it is. You see it being deleted, popped. Just keep breathing deeply in the light. Very deeply in the light. I'm just going to do it very quickly because time is short. But feel the light not coming down our right arm, the energy of chesed, of expansion. Going down our left arm, the energy of gevura, of strength, of discipline, of boundaries. And feel the energy coming down into the whole center of our body, tiferet. Coming in to the liver area, the kaved, the area of the base energies that are very difficult, of anger, bitterness, resentment. Feel them dissipate. Then going up to the heart energy, the shorish area for ruach, and allow the love energy to come in, energy of receiving Hashem's love and receiving human love. And keep breathing deeply, deeply in the lights, very deeply in the lights. We feel the light now coming down into Yesod, into our root area, the area of sacred sexuality, and the area of all bonding, the energy of Yosef and Tzaddik, of Yesod. Healing all the relationships we have. Just an experience in your head, in your knowing. And literally feel and hopefully see the challenges being reversed to love energy, to healthy bonding energy. We go down the road. Actually, I apologize, we skipped it, but you can always read. In Shemayim, they're all the same. Down the right leg, the energy of Netzach, strength, moving forward. It's the manifestation of the Chesed energy. And then the left leg, the energy of Hod, the manifestation of the Gevura energy. And finally, we're in the world of Malchut. Appropriate as we're now in the week of Malchut and the Omer. And this is the Malchut is Rachel Imenu, Rachel. And of all of the Sfirot, Rachel is the lowest. It's also the only one in the physical world. You have Chachma Bina and Dat, or Keter Chachma Bina, depends how you count. Then you have the 7 emotional Sfirot, which you just went through. And the bottom is Malchut. And Malchut is the only one that's in the physical world. Everything else is potential. This is the balance. We can speak about this another time in detail, but the male-female balance of the 7 Sfirot, the upper 6 are all masculine, which is potential, and the 7th is feminine, which brings the potential into physicality. Similar to bringing a child into the world, the man gives the seed, that's all potential, and the woman takes that seed and creates a child, creates a baby. Keep breathing deeply, deeply in the light, and hopefully you're starting to feel very differently than when you started this 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Just allow the light now to envelop you. And let's all take a minute or two right now to focus on hoda'ah, on gratitude to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, on gratitude towards Hashem. And we should thank Hashem every day, make a point of it, and every day add something new you have never thanked God before for. Because the most common prayer is asking for something. The most powerful prayer is thanking Hashem for things. Starting to take you higher and higher and higher. I'm starting to release everyone to go higher. But please know that you're being tethered to the ground. Let's think of ourselves as very powerful hot air balloons. But there's a giant, giant rope going all the way down to the bottom. That can pull us back down. Okay, we're doing a series, You're With Me Energetically, a series of Kabbalistic Kavanot for the elevation. Nothing being done here is prohibitive. We're in the city of the Arei HaKadosh. We don't play games here. We do it the right way, God willing. And this is designed that it works wherever you are, whenever you are. Tonight here is Rosh Chodesh, Sivan. We're gathering now at the base of Har Sinai. B'ezrat Hashem, we're starting to feel the incredible energy of anticipation and the incredible energy of Achdut, that we're with 3 million people and we're all one giant neshama. What's the 600,000 men of fighting age is approximately 3 million people. And as we've been going up, we've still been holding on to some ropes. And don't worry, we're still tethered even when we let go. But it's a symbolic aspect. I want everybody to let go of the rope. Showing Hashem real bitachon. We're going higher and higher and higher. Still feeling the camaraderie of everybody around. The anticipation of our leader, of Moshe Rabbeinu, going up to the top. We're not going up to that area, it's prohibited. We're going as high as we can be allowed, but the whole Am Echad, Lev Echad, one nation, one heart. We start hearing noise. Incredible thunder. Incredible lightning. And we see in the beginning, Hashem starts speaking to us. And we hear the sounds. In Ro'im et Kolot, the Torah tells us. How can we see sounds? It's called synesthesia. Because in modern science, we know all sound has waves. And unique in the world, the Hebrew alphabet, when you speak it, the sound waves show you the letters. It only works in Hebrew. That's how we know it's the true divine language. And feel Hashem's incredible energy as He's speaking to us. Overwhelming energy of raw power, raw Kedusha, of the highest level. Just stay in this space right now. As Moshe Rabbeinu continues after the first two of the Aseret HaDibrot, and the first two of the Ten Commandments, as we were knocked out so much from the power of hearing Hashem's voice. It's the only time in history that the whole community heard God's voice. It's never been repeated. Just keep feeling the incredible light coming down, coming in. And just really feel the incredible achdut, the incredible unity we have. This is the achdut energy that we will feel, B'ezrat Hashem, immediately before the Beit HaMikdash comes down. This is the energy that will be bringing the Geula. And I encourage everybody, we jumped ahead a couple of days before Shabbat, but but next week, as we're coming into Shavuot, you can replay this energy energetically. Obviously, it's Shabbat, it's Chag, not electronically, please. But you can ask Hashem, please replay this. You're experiencing Har Sinai, you're experiencing Mount Sinai, you're experiencing Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah. And just feel Hashem's love for us. It's the ultimate wedding. And understand that what we call it Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah, honoring Hashem for giving us the Torah. Hashem calls it Kabbalah Torah, receiving of the Torah, as He honors us for receiving His love. So we're going to continue receiving this energy, and even in the evening when you're going to sleep tonight, ask Hashem to continue it. If you all want to set a time in your head when you're when you're asleep to receive it. It'll just automatically come down. Unfortunately, we need to come back down to our physical reality. I'm not saying reality, because the physical reality is actually not the reality. The world we live in is a world of sheker. We're migrating to a world of emet, going from falsehood to truth. So feel your hot air balloon spiritually coming back down. You're slowly being pulled down, gently, but still in touch with all the incredible energy. Coming further back down. Keep going. We're back in the physical bodies on the ground. I would encourage everybody to take a few minutes to be grounded before going to do anything. Mechanical, driving, etc. Just let this come down. And one thing I do at the end of all the energy calls, and I shared the basis of this before in the last call, but the whole process of the Oreganus. In a simple way, the Oreganus, the light of creation, is what helps sweetening the Geula. So we're doing here in our group work together. I'm being a shaliach to literally open up some of the hidden chambers where the Oreganus is. Releasing it, and just feel it coming down right now. It's a very, very tingling light sensation. Feel like you're catching snowflakes. Very gentle energy. Very sublime. It's completely overwhelming us, but it's so gentle. By us receiving this, we're actually helping sweetening the process of the Geula. Okay. And we're going to go offline right now, but feel free to stay where you are for as long as you like. Okay. Again, I encourage you to reach out to me. If you can sign up for two places. chaimdavid.org is information on the Geula and what's happening, articles of what's happening. And abracadabra.org, you can sign up for the free conference calls. And again, it's abra-ca-dabra.org. I'm Chaim David, and open my eyes now. Thank you all for joining us, and again, a big Yasher Koach, Chazak Baruch to Shlomo Gatsi and the whole team here at the Alshech Institute. I love what they're doing, and they're doing just really amazing stuff. Thanks, everybody.